I think that uh, the issue of demonization here is what compromises the perceptive powers of the people of Jesus' generation, especially as they're led by these authorities. So there is a certain fixation that is somewhat analogous to Ahab's, where you're so utterly obsessed with a certain object that you become blind to everything else, including
Hmm.
yourself. You can't hear anything that does not conform to what it is that you are so obsessed with hearing. And this is how demonic power sort of arises from the otherwise good things in life of the world. When we obsess over it, we obsess over achieving certain things within it, uh, sort of seeing or hearing ourselves only in certain ways in relation to it, we become a house, a holding chamber, you might say, for distorting demonic power.
Hmm.
And that's why the authorities are saying that what they see, what they hear of Jesus is not enough. They want a sign that will prove to them on their terms, according to their obsessions, that Jesus deserves to be heard, that his way for their people is one that they should follow. And so Jesus says that when you choose to see and to hear in that sort of way, demanding a sign, the only sign that you're going to get is the sign of the prophet that doesn't believe in prophecy, which is Jonah. And what that does to Jonah is lands him in the belly of the sea monster and then sort of produces a kind of judgment in his life. A destructive judgment to some extent, but it leaves behind a memory that is designed, I would say, to warn people about a refusal to hear, a refusal to see, and how in that way we become vulnerable to demonic possession. Not just an isolated person. I think the other thing that's cool about this passage is Jesus clearly does not see the demonization of a person as a lone wolf, but instead says what is happening to this person is actually a witness to what's happening to a whole generation. So, more we could say, obviously, but I think that the way that the whiteness of the whale becomes the kind of horrific self projection of Ahab and the sort of stream of humanity that he is a specimen of is a good window into how Jesus is describing uh, the fixations of the authorities of his generation and how that has influenced the entire generation so that they cannot see or hear truly and consequently become not only destructive of others but destructive of themselves.